Hello, my dear English learners. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a very special lesson for you. We are going to practice English together using the shadowing technique. Shadowing is a very simple but powerful method. I will read a story to you, and your job is to repeat every single word after me. Don't wait for me to finish the sentence. Try to speak at the same time or just a second after me. Focus on my pronunciation, the way I pause, and the emotion in my voice. This will help you stop translating in your head and start speaking English like a native. Today's story is titled The Tuscan Sketchbook. It is a beautiful story about a girl named Clara who finds her true self in the heart of Italy. Are you ready to start? Take a deep breath, listen carefully, and let's begin. My name is Clara. I am 24 years old, and for a long time, I lived my life like a robot. I live in London. I love London, but it is a very fast and very grey city. Every morning, I wake up at 6 o'clock to the sound of a loud alarm. I drink a quick coffee, I put on my grey suit, and I run to the underground station. I work as an office assistant for a very large company. My desk is covered in papers, folders, and coffee cups. My phone rings 100 times a day. Yes, sir, no, I will send that email immediately. This is my life. By the time I go home at 7 o'clock in the evening, I am exhausted. I look in the mirror and I see a girl who has forgotten how to smile. I feel like a bird in a cage. I need to fly. I need to breathe. One rainy Tuesday in November, I make a big decision. I go to my boss and I say, I'm taking a vacation. 2 weeks later, I am on a plane. I am flying away from the clouds of London. I am flying toward the sun of Italy. I'm going to Tuscany. I arrive at the airport in Florence. The air is different here. It is warm, and it smells like blooming flowers and ancient stone. I rent a small, vintage car and I drive into the countryside. The roads in Tuscany are narrow and they twist and turn like snakes. On both sides of the road, there are tall cypress trees and endless vineyards. The hills are a beautiful shade of golden green. I arrive at my destination. Villa Miramonti. It is an old house made of warm, yellow stone. It has bright green shutters and a large wooden door. The owner of the villa is a woman named Isabella. She is 70 years old, and she has the loudest laugh I have ever heard. Welcome, Clara. She shouts, and she hugs me like I am her own daughter. You look too thin. You need pasta. You need wine. You need the sun. My room is at the top of the villa. It is simple but perfect. The bed is covered in white linen, and there is a small wooden desk by the window. When I open the window, I can hear the sound of cicadas and the distant chime of a church bell. That night, I sleep for 10 hours. For the first time in years, I do not dream about emails. The next morning, the sun is shining brightly. I have breakfast on the terrace. Isabella brings me fresh bread, local honey, and a bowl of the reddest strawberries I have ever seen. The coffee is strong and delicious. After breakfast, I decide to explore the villa. Isabella tells me that the house is very old. It belonged to her family for 300 years. There are many secrets in this house, Clara, she says with a wink. I walk down a long hallway with dark wooden floors. At the end of the hallway, I find a heavy door. I push it open, and I find a library. The room is magnificent. The walls are covered from floor to ceiling with books. There are books in Italian, Latin, French, and English. The air is thick with the smell of old paper and dust. Sunlight falls through the tall windows, showing millions of tiny dust motes dancing in the air. I spend hours looking at the books. In a dark corner, on a very low shelf, I see something strange. It is a small book with a blue leather cover. It is hidden behind a large encyclopedia. I pull it out. It is not a printed book. It is a handwritten sketchbook. I sit on the floor and open it. My heart starts to beat faster. The sketchbook is full of drawings. There are drawings of the hills, drawings of the villa, and drawings of the people in the village. But it is more than just a sketchbook. It is a diary. The writing is in English. The first page says, Property of Sophia, Tuscany, 1982. I read the entries. Sophia was a young woman from England, just like me. She came to this villa 40 years ago. She was also searching for something. On one page, she wrote, I feel like I am finally waking up. The colors here are teaching me how to see. I turn the pages slowly. The drawings are beautiful. But as I get to the end of the book, the drawings stop. The last page has a sketch of a small, arched stone bridge over a sparkling stream. Under the sketch, Sophia wrote, The Bridge of Whispers. This is where I found my heart. To the person who finds this book, please go there. Finish the journey I had to leave behind. There is a small map tucked into the back of the book. I feel a wave of excitement. This is a mystery. I have to find this bridge. The next morning, I pack a bag with some water, a sandwich, and the blue sketchbook. I follow the map. I walk away from the villa and into the olive groves. The silver leaves of the olive trees shimmer in the breeze. I walk for a long time. The sun gets hot on my shoulders. I get lost once, but I use the map to find my way back. After 2 hours of walking, I hear the sound of running water. I push through some thick bushes, and there it is. The Bridge of Whispers. It is exactly like the drawing, but even more beautiful. The stone is covered in soft, green moss. The water below is clear and cool. I see a man sitting on the bank of the stream. He is an old man with a very kind face and a straw hat. He is holding a fishing rod, but he isn't fishing. He is just watching the water. I walk toward him. Hello, I say softly. The man looks up and smiles. Good afternoon, he says. His English is slow but very good. Are you from the villa? Yes, I say. My name is Clara. I found this. I show him the blue sketchbook. The man's eyes go wide. He drops his fishing rod. He takes the book with trembling hands. He looks at the name on the first page. Sophia. Sophia. He whispers. Tears begin to form in his eyes. I knew Sophia. She was my greatest friend. She lived at the villa for one summer. We spent every day here, at this bridge. She was a brilliant artist. The man's name is Matteo. He tells me the rest of the story. Sophia had to return to England because her father was very ill. She left in a hurry and forgot her sketchbook. She wrote letters to Matteo for a few years, but then the letters stopped. He never knew what happened to her. She always wanted to paint the sunset from this bridge, Matteo says. But she never got the chance. She said the colors of the Tuscan sunset were too beautiful to capture. I feel a deep connection to Sophia. I look at the empty pages at the end of the sketchbook. I look at Motto. I want to finish it, I say. I want to finish her journey. Matteo smiles. Then you must come back tomorrow. I will bring the paints. For the next 10 days, my life changes completely. Every morning, I meet Matteo at the Bridge of Whispers. He is a retired teacher, and he knows everything about the history of the land. He brings old oil paints and wooden brushes. He teaches me how to mix colors. Look at the hills, Clara, he says. They are not just green. They are gold, and brown, and purple, and grey. You must see the layers. I start to paint. At first, I am terrible. I make many mistakes. My hands are covered in blue and yellow paint. But I don't care. I am not an office assistant here. I am not thinking about emails or deadlines. I am listening to the water, I am feeling the wind, and I am learning to see. On my last evening in Tuscany, the sky is a masterpiece. It is a mix of deep violet, bright orange, and soft pink. I stand on the Bridge of Whispers and I finish the last painting in Sophia's book. It is a painting of the sunset. Matteo looks at it and nods. Sophia would be very happy, he says. You have a brave heart, Clara. I give the sketchbook to Matteo. Please keep it, I say. It belongs here, with you. Matteo shakes his head. No, Clara. Sophia left this for the person who needed it. You found it because you needed to wake up. Take it back to London. Whenever you feel like a robot, look at these pages and remember who you really are. I return to London on a Sunday evening. The city is still loud, and the sky is still grey. On Monday morning, I go to the office. I sit at my desk. My phone starts to ring. My boss walks in with a pile of papers. Clara, I need these reports by 5 o'clock, he says. I look at him. I am not afraid. I am not stressed. I smile. I will do my best, sir, I say. But first, I'm going to have a cup of tea and look out the window. In my bag, I have the blue sketchbook. Now, it is half full of Sophia's drawings and half full of mine. I am still an office assistant, but I am also an artist. I know that even in a grey city, I can find colour. I know that I am no longer a bird in a cage. I have the key to my own freedom. My name is Clara, and my journey has just begun. What a beautiful and touching story. I hope you enjoyed travelling to Tuscany with Clara. Now, remember, the secret to learning English is consistency. Don't just watch this video once. Go back to the beginning, play it again, and practice your shadowing. Try to match my speed. Try to match my tone. The more you practice, the more your brain will get used to the sounds of English. If you found this story helpful, please click the like button and share it with your friends who are also learning English. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss a new story. Tell me in the comments. Have you ever been to Italy? Or what is your favorite place to go on vacation? I love reading your stories. Thank you for practicing with me today. Keep up the great work, and I will see you in the next video. Happy learning!